I know the lighting isn't great here, but this is where I am in the evenings. So, and I forgot to tell you something on my video yesterday. So, this is the book that we're reading for book club now. It's called The Testaments. It is by Margaret Atwood. It's this book that takes place after The Handmaid's Tale, which I read many years ago, probably when it came out. Maybe not long after I graduated from college. Can't quite remember. But it's a very good and a very disturbing book. And I'm not going to have time to reread that before I read this for the next book club, which I'm assuming will also be a virtual book club. I tend to read parts of it and also listen to parts of it on audio because I got an Audible subscription and I learned something that I hope you know if you have an Audible subscription, and that is when you're done with a book, you can exchange it for another book. So you can just keep recycling those credits. You don't have to buy more credits every time, which I didn't know that. I wish I had known that sooner. And so at night when I go to bed, I like to listen to it until I fall asleep, which really is quite quickly, especially if I'm listening to an audiobook, because it just takes my mind off of everything else I want to think about. And I can also listen to it and knit. So right now, my knitting project is just something silly. I'm making a bunny for no reason at all, except that I had some yarn that I thought would be good. It's not very soft. It's a tiny bit scratchy because it's wool, but I think it'll make a good bunny, so I'll keep you posted on that. Good morning, friends. It has already been an eventful day, and it's only a little before 10 a.m. My neighbor brought me a whole bunch of kiwi, and I shared them with my parents. And I'm getting ready to go for a hike at a preserve that's new to me. It's called the Ross Marsh Preserve or something like that. I'm sure there'll be a sign there I can take a picture of, but it's in Covert, Michigan. And so my walking buddy and I are getting ready to do that. So maybe we'll see some beautiful things along the way. All right, so we're in the middle of the woods. We've been walking for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and all of a sudden there's a patio. And there's like a stone walkway and a beautiful, actually this is beautiful stone. Check it out.
And look at this. This is gorgeous.
Okay, you're in my video, Denise. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Can you put my name in?
Yeah, and then there's this big building thing. What is this?
Well, that's a fireplace. That's a fire pit thing.
In the middle of nowhere?
I know. What?
So bizarre. If anybody knows anything about this, let me know.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, look at this. You should come closer. There's a tree growing out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's bizarre. Look at. Is that crazy?
That is so bizarre. Wow. I don't know why they hauled all this stone here to build a fireplace.
Yeah.
Well, friends, today is one of the nicest days we've had for a long time. It's quite sunny, and my friend and I walked for 2 hours and 20 minutes at the trail, and I will post a picture of where we went. And part of the reason it took so long is because I don't know anything about the trail, and neither does she, and I also have a terrible sense of direction. So she went with my idea, and we continued on a trail that was going to become a dead end. So not all trails go in a loop, apparently. We learned that today, and although it was a very long hike and I'm exhausted, I think we both needed it, at least I did. So thanks for going with me. And I knew that if I sat down, I would not get back up again for the rest of the day. So I found the energy to clean up all this brush in my gardens, my flower gardens. And I also cleaned up the mint garden, Ember, so I had just a whiff of mint while I was cleaning it up. And I'm gonna need some mint chocolate chip ice cream as soon as that mint starts growing, so I'm ready for that. Now I'm exhausted, and that's a good thing. It's good to work hard and be exhausted sometimes. So we did hear today that Michigan schools are going to be closed for the rest of the year, and I know this was a really hard day for a lot of people and a lot of parents, and their kids are grieving the loss of seeing their friends and their teachers, and being able to say a proper goodbye. So hang in there, everybody. We're gonna get through this. I'm still waiting to see what it means for my work with birth to 3 kiddos, but I'm quite sure I won't be back in the office until mid-June at the earliest. So we'll see if I get any answers this week, because I do like to make a plan, or at least know what the plan is, even if that might change. So yeah, I hope that with all you're dealing with today, you did get outside to enjoy the beautiful day.